Our way to be taking international cultural exchange of the country we're taking is Togo. Togo is a country in West Africa, bordered by Ghana to the west, Benin to the east, and Burkina Faso to the north. It is one of the least developed countries in the world, with its capital being Lome. It is a tropical sub-Saharan nation, and its main language is French. Its population is about 9.3 to 9.5 million, and the name Togo originates from the Ewe language, combining to water or cliff and go, shore or side, to mean by the water or behind the river. It originally referred to the town of Togoville before being adapted by German colonists for the entire territory in 1884.
How does food play a vital role in the Togolese culture? Food plays a vital role in Togo as the backbone of the economy and as the critical development of health. Agriculture focuses on staples like maize, cassava, yams, and cash crops, like coffee and cocoa, employs a large portion of the labor force. Food security remains a challenge with high rates of malnutrition impacting health. All traditional dishes like food serve as a key cultural symbol of togetherness.
The food we'll be looking at today is crove or frifron. Crove or frifron. The history behind it is a traditional Togolese dish reflecting a blend of West Africa, coastal ingredients, and French culinary influence. It's a popular stir fry, often served as an appetizer or light main course, featuring French shrimps and a colorful mix of peppers. The dish highlights of Togo's coastal access to seafood and the use of simple cooking techniques that preserve flavor and freshness. It is commonly seasoned with onions, garlic, oil, and local spices, and is enjoyed with rice, fried plantains, or bread. The dish developed along Togo's coast, where fresh shrimps were readily available, and evolved through French colonial influence, which introduced sautéing techniques and French culinary cooking, blending local ingredients with European cooking styles.
Historical and geographical influence.
Crove or frifron is influenced by both geography and history.
The dish uses shrimps and peppers, which are common in warm coastal regions where seafood is easily available and pepper is grown well. In places connected to France and the Caribbean, people had access to fresh shrimps from the sea and vegetables like bell peppers. Historically, trade and cultural exchange between France and Caribbean territories helped mix French cooking techniques with local ingredients and spices. As a result,
Crove or frifron developed as a dish that combines fresh seafood, peppers, and simple fresh styles. The nutrition of crove or frifron. Protein. Shrimp is high in protein, which supports muscle growth and repair. Bell peppers provide vitamin A, C, and skin health. Minerals. Shrimps contain iodine, selenium, and zinc, important for thyroid function and overall health.
low in fat. The lightly sauteed, the dish is relatively low in gas, especially if healthy oils like vegetables or olive oils are used. Calories. The dish is moderate in calories, making it suitable for an appetizer or light meal. Antioxidant. Peppers and onions contain antioxidants that help protect cells from damage.
The ingredients. So to cook crove or frifron, you need shrimp, bell peppers, onions, and garlic. For sauces and seasonings, you need tomatoes, vegetable oil, salt, and black pepper.
Spices, you need paprika, chili pepper, maggi, and finishing touches, squeezes of lemon.
So all these are sauteed in a pan to make a dish. The pairing of crove or frifron. Crove or frifron is a flavorful dish, so it is usually paired with foods that balance the spicy, savory sauce. You can pair crove or frifron with white rice, fried plantains, fried rice, baguette or bread, and steamed vegetables. Crove or frifron and apple strudel are all reflect the agricultural products available in their regions, such as seafoods and peppers in coastal West Africa, corn in Togo, and apples and wheat in Central Europe.
Each dish shows how culture influences cooking methods and flavors, using local spices, ingredients, and traditional preparation techniques. All foods are important cultural dishes that help represent their country's identities and culinary traditions. They are often served during family meals or social gatherings, making them a part of cultural or communal experiences.
Differences between crove or frifron becomming, and apple strudel. The differences. The type of dish. Crepe au is a savory main dish, and apple is a sweet dessert or pastry. The main ingredients in crepe au is shrimp, peppers, and spices. Meanwhile, in apple strudel, it uses apples, pastry dough, sugar, and cinnamon. For the cooking method, crepe au is cooked in a flavorful sauce, and it is cooked while sautéing. Meanwhile, apple strudel is baked as a layered pastry. The cultural role, crepe au is a staple meal dish, while apple strudel is a traditional Euro dessert in Germany, often served after meals or with tea or coffee. Crepe au and apple strudel show how different countries use local ingredients and traditional cooking methods to dishes that reflect their culture and heritage. While they differ in taste, preparation, and type, savory main dishes versus a sweet dessert.
They highlight the importance of food in daily life and social gatherings. Studying these dishes help us appreciate the richness of culinary traditions, the creativity in transforming simple ingredients into flavorful meals, and the ways food brings people together across cultures.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Their regions, showing local agriculture and food traditions. In addition, both types of meals are often enjoyed in social gatherings and community settings, showing that food is an important part of our cultural identity and community life in both Germany and Togo. Despite the similarities, there are several clear differences between the dishes. Schnitzel is mainly a breaded and fried meat dish, including made from pork, veal, or chicken, and served with side dishes such as potatoes, fries, or salad. In contrast, traditional Togolese meals are typically starch-based, made from ingredients like cassava, yam, or maize, and are served with soups and sauces that may contain vegetable, meat, or fish. Another difference is the cooking method. Schnitzel is prepared by coating meat in flour, egg, and breadcrumbs, then frying. Schnitzel is then while foods like fufu are made by boiling and pounding until it becomes a soft dough. These differences reflect the different crops, climates, and culinary traditions of Europe and Germany, and is widely associated with Germany and Austria. The dish is believed to have originated from Wiener Schnitzel, a traditional Austrian meal made from thinly sliced veal that is breaded and fried. This version became popular in the 19th century in Vienna. Some historians believe that the meal was influenced by the Italian cosiddetta alla Milanese from Milan, showing how food traditions spread through culture and cultural exchange in Europe. As the dish spread in Germany, cooks adapted it by using more affordable meats such as pork and chicken, creating versions like the Schweine Schnitzel. Over time, Schnitzel became an important part of German food culture and is considered a classic comfort food. It is only served in homes, restaurants, and traditional pubs, with sides such as potatoes and salad. Different regional versions also developed, like the Jäger Schnitzel, which has a mushroom sauce, and the Ram Schnitzel, which has a creamy sauce. The popularity of Schnitzel reflects the style of German cooking, which is simple, hearty, and satisfying meals. Today, Schnitzel is recognized around the world as a symbol of German and Austrian cuisine. And similar breaded meat dishes can be found around the world because of cultural exchange and migration. Thank you.
My name is Emerald Afolabi, and I'm here with We're presenting Project 5, International Dishes and Culture Exchanges, and we are here to represent Malaysia.
Eating in Malaysia, food centers and night markets, offering a mix of different dishes and delicacies in Malaysia.
Selma Kagi,
Good.
Akun Kabar,
I'm good.
Suda Makan.
No, I haven't eaten today.
Oh, well, if you haven't eaten, then would you like to learn about Malaysian murtabak? Murtabak, also known as mutabak, is a popular Malaysian street food that is typically eaten during Ramadan. Murtabak is a stuffed flatbread that originated in Yemen and was introduced to Malaysia through Indian traders.
The preparation of Malaysian murtabak cooked with meat, beef, chicken, or lamb, stuffed with beaten eggs, stuffed with tomatoes, cut up onions, green onions, and other spices. 2. Place the filling in the center middle. Fold it into a square, then pan fry it until golden and crisp.
The recipe of murtabak has been passed through numerous regions and with the ingredients changing through time and reflecting intercultural tolerance within South Asia. Murtabak shows adaptation of local Malaysian tastes and how they differ from other countries. Here we have a dish from Togo called fataya versus our Malaysian murtabak. Both of these are popular street foods that are made with dough and savory fillings, but they differ in preparation and texture. Fataya is a small deep-fried pastry that is eaten casually and made with meat and fish, while both of these use savory fillings and are wrapped in dough. The murtabak is flat and fataya is thicker and pocket-shaped.
In conclusion, Malaysian food is a symbol of their unity and diversity, and this brand tells a tasteful story of the cultural harmony and history of the country. Thank you.
History of pounded yam. Pounded yam comes from a long history of yam cultivation in West Africa, which dates back about 5,000 years. Archaeological evidence suggests that yams were domesticated in the forest region of present-day Nigeria. The fresh white yams were boiled, peeled, then boiled, and the boiled yams were put into wooden mortars and pounded with a pestle until they became stretched, fluffy, and lump-free. It was primarily cultivated in Nigeria, but also in Ghana, Benin, and Cameroon. Yam, also known as Discoria species, cultivated in West Africa for thousands of years. Some evidence traces yam back to 5,000 to 1,000 BC in Nigeria River Basin.
Now I'm talking about the history of egusi soup, which is also known as melon seed soup. Egusi refers to the seeds of certain melon or gourds, which is typically found in West Africa region or particularly in Nigeria, Ghana, and Cameroon. It has been cultivated for many centuries, which is approximately 1,000 years. The egusi soup forms the base of the egusi seed forms the base of the thick soup or stew, often combined with vegetables, meat, or fish.
Preparing of pounded yam and egusi soup. A practical synergy. Pounded yam's neutral doughy texture makes it perfect for scooping up thick, savory egusi soup. Culturally, they mean togetherness, they represent nourishment, community, and festivity. They're also a symbol of celebration. The historical spread. As Nigerians migrated, this combination of the soup and the dough spread their yams throughout to communities in the US, UK, and Europe, where it still stands as a cultural identity. In the 5,000 to 1,000 BC, yam cultivation began in West Africa. In the first millennium, egusi seeds were cultivated and used to create soup. In the pre-colonial era, traditional farming techniques for the yam and preparation of egusi soup were.
Firstly, pounded yam served as a symbol of wealth and prosperity. Historically, yam farming was practiced by those with land, labor, and skill. Hence, families who produced large yam harvests were seen as wealthy. Serving pounded yam therefore became a symbol of status, generosity, and abundance. Secondly, it has a connection to festival and traditions. Pounded yam is closely tied to the harvest celebrations such as the New Yam Festival, celebrated amongst the Igbo and other groups. Pounded yam marks the beginning of the New Yam harvest season, and communities often offer the first yam harvest to deities and gods. Egusi seeds are rich in protein, oil, and nutrients, making them a symbol of strength and nourishment. So when serving pounded yam and egusi, you are seen to have responsibility, and it is mostly noticed in traditional families.
Similarities. Even though pounded yam and egusi and murtabak are from two different places in the world, they have a few similarities, such as their cultural significance.
Made from ground melon seeds, vegetables, oil, meat or fish. It is a flavorful accompaniment to swallows like eba, amala, and pounded yam, and it has a rich or savory taste. Second, lastly, murtabak, which is in Southern Asia or Middle East, is stuffed pancake or flattened bread, which is made from a dough, which is then filled with ingredients such as meat, onions, and fish, and spices. Rolled in meal, it can be eaten as a street food, breakfast, or dinner, and has a savory and sometimes sweet variation.
More differences, mostly their preparation styles. Pounded is prepared mainly through boiling and pounding, and egusi soup is prepared by cooking the ingredients, frying and simmering the soup. Murtabak is made by stuffing dough into a and frying it on a flat pan. All three use different cooking techniques, reflecting the culinary tradition of their regions.
Now we'll be talking about the nutritional differences between pounded yam and egusi and murtabak. So pounded yam is mainly provides energy from carbohydrates, while egusi soup provides protein, fats, vitamins, and minerals. While murtabak provides a mix of carbohydrates, protein, and fats, making it a more balanced diet, but often a heavier dish.
In conclusion, pounded with egusi and murtabak are popular traditional dishes from different cultures that showcase unique culinary practices. Pounded with egusi is well known in Nigeria as a valid meal for its smooth texture and the rich, nutritious soup made from melon seeds and vegetables. Murtabak, on the other hand, is a savory soft flatbread filled with ingredients like meat, eggs, and spices. Both dishes reflect the cultural heritage and cooking styles of their region. Overall, they highlight how families people together while celebrating diverse traditions. Thank you.